UK embraces progress while France swings to extreme right. In a dramatic divergence of political trajectories, the United Kingdom and France are heading in opposite directions. The UK's recent shift towards progressive policies contrasts sharply with France's alarming turn to the far right, highlighting a critical moment in European politics. The UK has made significant strides in addressing social issues, focusing on inclusivity, climate change, and economic reforms. The government's recent decisions, such as increasing funding for renewable energy projects and implementing more inclusive social policies, reflect a broader commitment to progressive values. This shift has been well received by a substantial portion of the population, indicating a growing desire for change and modernization. Public support for policies aimed at reducing carbon emissions and promoting social equality suggests that the UK is on a path toward a more inclusive and sustainable future. In stark contrast, France's political climate has taken a troubling turn. The rise of extreme right-wing ideologies has sparked concerns about the country's commitment to democratic principles and social cohesion. The far-right's rhetoric, often centered on nationalism, anti-immigration sentiments, and Euroscepticism, has found resonance among a significant segment of the population. This shift has led to increased polarization and tension within French society, raising questions about the future of democracy in the country. Experts are divided on the implications of these divergent paths. Some argue that the UK's progressive turn could serve as a model for other nations grappling with similar social and environmental challenges. They point to the potential benefits of inclusive policies, such as increased social stability and economic resilience. On the other hand, the rise of the far right in France is seen by many as a cautionary tale. The growing influence of extreme ideologies threatens to undermine democratic institutions and erode social harmony, posing significant risks to the nation's future. The international community is watching closely as these developments unfold. The UK's commitment to progressive policies may enhance its standing on the global stage, potentially attracting investment and fostering stronger international partnerships. Conversely, France's shift to the far right could lead to isolation and increased friction with other countries, particularly within the European Union. The contrasting paths of the UK and France highlight the complexities and uncertainties of contemporary politics. As the UK moves towards a more inclusive and sustainable future, France's embrace of far-right ideologies raises critical questions about the resilience of democratic values in the face of growing polarization. The outcomes of these divergent paths will have far-reaching implications, not only for the respective countries but also for the broader European landscape. The political shifts in the UK and France are likely to have profound implications for European stability and global relations. As the UK embraces progressive policies, it positions itself as a leader in addressing global challenges, while France's turn to the extreme right could lead to increased isolation and tension within the European Union. The UK's commitment to progressive policies is expected to strengthen its international alliances, particularly with nations prioritizing similar values. By focusing on renewable energy, social inclusivity, and economic reform, the UK is likely to attract investment from countries and corporations looking to support sustainable and ethical initiatives. This could enhance the UK's economic resilience and global standing, fostering stronger diplomatic relationships and collaborative efforts to tackle global issues such as climate change and inequality. In contrast, France's shift to the far right is raising alarms across Europe. The rise of nationalist and anti-immigration sentiments threatens the unity of the European Union, as these ideologies often clash with the EU's core principles of solidarity and cooperation. France's internal polarization may lead to a fragmented political landscape, making it challenging to achieve consensus on critical issues within the EU. This could weaken the bloc's collective bargaining power on the global stage and undermine efforts to address pressing issues like migration, security, and economic stability. The divergent paths of the UK and France also have significant implications for transatlantic relations. The UK, with its progressive stance, is likely to find common ground with the United States under a similarly aligned administration. Collaborative efforts on climate action, human rights, and economic development could strengthen the transatlantic alliance, promoting a united front on global issues. However, France's far-right shift could strain its relationship with the US and other Western allies, leading to diplomatic rifts and reduced cooperation on international matters. Moreover, the contrasting political directions could influence the broader geopolitical landscape. The UK's progressive policies may serve as a counterbalance to the rise of authoritarian regimes and far-right movements globally, demonstrating the viability and benefits of inclusive governance. On the other hand, France's rightward shift could embolden similar movements in other countries, contributing to a wave of nationalism and protectionism that undermines international cooperation and stability. The European Union faces a critical test as it navigates these divergent political landscapes. The bloc's ability to maintain cohesion and address collective challenges will be crucial in determining its future role on the global stage. The EU must find ways to bridge the gap between member states with differing political ideologies, fostering dialogue and collaboration to uphold democratic values and ensure long-term stability. In conclusion, the UK's embrace of progressive policies and France's turn to the extreme right represent a pivotal moment in European politics. The impacts of these shifts will extend beyond their borders, influencing European stability in global relations. As the world watches, the outcomes of these political trajectories will shape the future of international cooperation, democratic governance, and global stability.